unconscious across the table in her lingerie. The Chinaman is standing above her with a hatchet. I'm tied up in the chair just like you are. The entire place is an inferno of flames. I mean, it's on fire. Then, all of a sudden, through the window, in comes Mayor LaGuardia. Hey, go easy on that. Remember who paid for it?
So, listening, ain't I?
Well, how do you like it so far?
Well, you put 20 to sleep.
Yeah, even me. He ain't got no more interest than that. You don't deserve a drink. No. Anyway, it's 3 days later. I've been transferred and put under charges. That's because somebody stole my badge. Alright. I'm walking my beat. I sat in 46th precinct, where the guy I'm following, it turns out, is really following me. Don't let anybody in.
It's cops!
So, I figure out smarter. I see a vacant house in the corner. I goes in.
Johnny, it's cops! Cops!
I stands there in the dark next to the door handle turn. I pulls my billy club. I stands there against the wall and I says, "Come in." Oh, hello, boys.
What the hell is going on here?
Hey, Pat, what do you know? This is Brewster. He's gonna help me write my play. I'm just telling him the plot.
You have to tie him up to make him listen?
Joe, you better report in at the station. The whole force is out looking for you.
They sent you here for me?
We didn't know he was here.
We came to warn the old ladies that there's hell to pay. The colonel blew that bugle again in the middle of the night.
The way the neighbors were calling in about it, you'd think the Germans had dropped a bomb on Flatbush Avenue.
The lieutenant's on the warpath. She said the colonel's got to be put away someplace.
Yes! Yes! Gee, Mr. Brewster, I gotta get going. So I'll just run through the third act quick. Get away from me.
Do you know what time it is? It's after 8 o'clock in the morning.
It is? Gee, Mr. Brewster, them first two acts, they run a little long. But I don't think there's anything we can leave out. You can leave it all out.
Who the hell is this guy?
So that's my brother.
Oh, the one that got away? So he came back?
Yes, he came back.
This is Brophy. Get me Mac. I better let him know we found you, Joe. Mac, tell the lieutenant they can call off the big manhunt. We got him. In the Brewster house. He wants to bring him in? Okay, we'll keep him right here. The lieutenant's on her way over.
So I've been turned in, eh? All right, you've got me. Suppose you and that stool pigeon brother of mine are going to split the reward?
Reward?
Well, now it's my turn to do some turning in. You think my aunts are sweet, charming old ladies, don't you? Well, there are 13 bodies buried in their cellar.
Teddy!
What the hell are you talking about?
You better be careful what you're saying about your aunts. They happen to be friends of ours.
I'll show you. I'll prove it to you. You come to the cellar with me.
But wait a minute.
13 bodies. I'll show you where they're buried.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to see what's down in the cellar?
Go on down in the cellar with him, Abe.
I'm not so sure I want to be down this hell with him. Look at that pussy, looks like Boris Karloff. Hey, what the hell? Pat him up!
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
What do you know about that?
Come in.
What the hell are you doing here? I told you I was going to handle this. Well, ma'am, we were just about to... What happened? Did he put up a fight?
This ain't the fellow that blows the bugle. This is his brother. He tried to kill Klein.
All I said was that he looked like Boris Karloff. Turn him over.
You kind of think he's wanted somewhere.
Oh, you kind of think he's wanted somewhere. If you guys don't look at the circulars we hang up in the station, you can at least read True Detective. Certainly he's wanted in Indiana. Escaped from the prison for the criminally insane. He's a lifer. For God's sake, that's how he was described. He looked like Karloff. Was there a reward mentioned? Yeah, and I'm claiming it.
He was trying to get us down in the cellar.
He said there was 13 bodies buried down there. 13 bodies buried in the cellar? And that didn't tip you off he came out of a nut house?
Well, I thought all along you talked kind of crazy.
Oh, it's Shakespeare. Where have you been tonight? And you needn't bother telling me.
Well, I've been writing here, ma'am. Writing a play with Mortimer Brewster.
Yeah? Well, you're gonna have plenty of time to write that play. You're suspended. Now get back and report it.
Can I come by sometime to use the station typewriter?
No! Get out of here! Take that guy somewhere else and bring him to. See what you can find out about his accomplice. The guy that helped him escape? He's wanted too. No wonder Brooklyn's in the shape it's in. The police force full of flatheads like you. Falling for that kind of a story. 13 bodies in the cellar.
But there are 13 bodies in the cellar.
Who are you?
I am President Roosevelt.
What the hell is this?
He's the fellow that blows the bugle.
Morning, Colonel. Well, Colonel, you've blown your last bugle.
Dear me, another yellow fever victim?
What?
All the bodies in the cellar, they're yellow fever victims.
No, Colonel. This is a spy we caught at the White House.
Will you get that guy out of here?
If there's any mention of spies, it's my department.
You keep out of this!
You're forgetting! As president, I am also head of the Secret Service.
Captain, I'm Mortimer Brewster.
Are you sure?
I'd like to talk to you about my brother Ted, the one who blew the bugle.
Miss Brewster, we ain't gonna talk about that. He's got to be put away.
I quite agree with you. In fact, it's all arranged for. I've had these commitment papers signed by Dr. Gilchrist, our family physician. Teddy has signed them himself, you see, and I've signed them as next of kin.
Where's he going?
Happy to.
All right. I don't care where he goes, as long as he goes.
Oh, he's going all right. But I want to let you know that everything that's happened around here, Teddy's responsible for. Now, about those 13 bodies.
Yeah, those 13 bodies. It ain't enough that the neighbors are all afraid of him and is disturbing the peace with that bugle, but can you imagine what would happen if that cockeyed story about 13 bodies in the cellar got around? And now he's starting the yellow fever scare. Cute, ain't it?
13 bodies. You think anybody'd believe that story?
Well, you can't tell. Some people are just dumb enough. You don't know what to believe sometimes. About a year ago, a crazy guy over in Greenpoint starts a murder rumor, and I had to dig up a half-acre lot just for that.
Will you excuse me?
Good morning, Mortimer.
Good morning, dear.
This is Mrs. Witherspoon. She's come to meet Teddy.
To meet Teddy.
Mrs. Witherspoon is the superintendent of Hattondale.
Oh! Come right in! This is Captain.
Lieutenant Rooney, I'm glad you're here, Super, because you're taking him back with you today.
Today? I didn't know that. Today.
Oh, look, Elena. I've got a lot of business to attend to, so you run along home and call you tomorrow.
Nuts. I had no idea it was this immediate.
Papers are all signed. He goes today.
Complete insubordination! I'll have you men know I'm no mollycoddle! To have the President of the United States treated like that. What's this country coming to?
There's your man, Super.
Just a minute. Mr. President, I have very good news for you. Your term of office is over.
Oh, is this March the 4th?
Practically.
Well, let's see then. Oh, now I go on my hunting trip to Africa. Is he trying to move in before I do move out?
Who, Teddy?
Taft!
This isn't Taft, Teddy. This is Mrs. Witherspoon. She's to be your guide in Africa.
Bully! Bully. I shall get my things at once. Goodbye, Aunt Abby. Goodbye, Aunt Martha. I'm going to Africa. Isn't it wonderful?
Good morning, darlings.
Oh, we have visitors.
This is Lieutenant Rooney.
Oh, Lieutenant, how do you do? Ma, you don't look like the plus budget the policemen say you are.
Why, the lieutenant is here. You know, Teddy blew his bugle again last night.
Oh, yes, we're going to speak to him about that.
It's a little more serious than that, Miss Brewster.
And you haven't met Mrs. Witherspoon.
Oh, Mrs. Witherspoon, how are you? You've come to meet Teddy?
She's come to take him.
Aunties, the police want Teddy to go there today.
Oh, no. Not while we're alive.
I'm sorry, Miss Brewster, but it has to be done. Papers are all signed, and he's going along with the
We
superintendent.
won't permit it. We'll promise to take the vehicle away from him. We won't be separated from Teddy.
I'm sorry, ladies, but the law's the law. He's committed himself, and he's going.
Well, if he goes, we're going too. Yes, you'll have to take us with him.
Well, why not?
Well, that's sweet of them to want to, but it's impossible. You see, we can't take sane people at Happydale.
Mrs. Witherspoon, if you allow us to go with Teddy, we'll see that Happydale is in our will, and for a very generous amount.
Well, the Lord knows we could use the money, but I'm afraid...
Now,
let's be sensible about this, ladies. For instance, here I am, wasting my morning, when I've got serious work to do. You know there are still murders to be solved in Brooklyn?
Yes! Are there?
It ain't only his bugle blowing, and the neighbors all afraid of him, but things would just get worse. Sooner or later, we'd be put through the trouble of digging up your cellar.
our cellar.
Yeah, your nephew's been telling around that there are 13 bodies buried in your cellar.
Oh, but there are 13 bodies in our cellar. Yes, if you think that's why Teddy has to go, you come down and we'll prove it to you. There's one, Mr. Spinauso, who doesn't belong there, and will have to go, but the other 12 are gentlemen.
I don't think the lieutenant wants to go down to the cellar. She was just telling me that only last year she had to dig up a half acre lot. Weren't you, Lieutenant?
That's right.
Oh, you wouldn't have to do any digging in our cellar. The graves are all marked. We put flowers on them every Sunday.
Flowers. Superintendent, don't you think you could find room for these ladies?
Well, I just show you the graves.
I'll take your word for it, lady. I'm a busy woman. How about it? Super? Well, they'd have to be committed.
Teddy committed himself? Can't they commit themselves? Can't they sign the papers?
Why, certainly.
Yes, if we can go with Teddy, we'll sign the papers. Where are they? Yes, where are they?
Come around, Lieutenant.
Oh, how are you, Mr. Klein? Good morning, Mr. Klein. Are you here too?
Yes, me and Brooke have got your other nephew out in the kitchen. Well, sign him up, Superintendent. I want to get this all cleaned up. 13 bodies. You'll sign right here.
Oh, and you here, Aunt Abby.
I'm really looking forward to going. The neighborhood here has changed so. Just think, a front lawn again.
Oh, we're overlooking something.
What?
Well, we're going to need the signature of the doctor.
Oh! Dr. Einstein. Would you come here a minute? We'd like you to sign some papers. Oh, just come on over, Doctor. No, a minute. At one point last night, I thought the doctor was going to operate on me. Just sign right there, Doctor.
What, leaving, Doctor?
I think I must go.
Oh, aren't you going to wait for Jonathan?
I don't think we're going to the same place.
Oh! Hello, Elaine. Glad to see you. Stick around, huh?
Don't worry, I'm going to.
Hello. Mac? Rooney. We picked up that guy that's wanted in Indiana. Now, there's a description of his accomplice. It's right on the desk there. Read it to me.
Yeah, about 54, 6'2", 145 pounds, blue eyes, speaks with a German accent, poses as a doctor. Thanks, Mac. It's all right, Lieutenant. The doctor here has just completed the signatures. Thanks, Doc. You're really doing Brooklyn a service. Mr. Brewster, you sign out as next of kin.
Yes, of course. Right here?
That's fine.
Well, that makes everything complete. Everything legal?
Oh, yes.
Well, aunties, now you're safe.
When do you think you'll be ready to start?
Why don't you go upstairs and tell Teddy just what he can bring with him?
Upstairs?
I'll show you.
No, Mortimer, you stay down here. We want to talk to you. Yes, Mrs. Witherspoon, upstairs and to the left. Well, Mortimer, now that we're leaving, this house really is yours. I want you to live here now.
Oh, no, Aunt Tabby. This house is full of memories.
What shall be a place to stay when you and Elaine are married?
Darling, that's very indefinite.
Oh, that's nothing of the sort. Mortimer and I are going to be married right away.
Mortimer, we're really very worried about something.
Oh, darlings, you're gonna love it at Happydale.
That's just it. We don't want anything to go wrong. Will they investigate those signatures?
They're not going to look up Dr. Einstein.
It's not his signature, dear. It's yours. You see, you signed his next of kin.
Of course, why not?
Well, dear, it's something we never wanted to tell you, but because you're a man now and it's something Elaine should know too. Mortimer, dear, you're not really a Brewster. Your mother came to us as a cook and you were born about 3 months afterwards, but she was such a sweet woman and such a good cook, we didn't want to lose her, so brother married her.
I'm not really a Brewster?
Now don't be upset, darling.
And Elaine, it won't make any difference to you.
Wayne, you hear? Do you understand? I'm a bastard!
Now I must get things started for breakfast.
Mortimer's coming over to my house. Mother's gone to Philadelphia, and Mortimer and I are going to eat breakfast together.
Yes, I need some coffee.
I
I've
should think
quite
you want to get to bed.
I do.
One moment, Spoon. Take this with you.
You'll be in the wagon. My car's out front. Oh, Jonathan, you're leaving? Yeah. He's going back to Indiana. There's some people there that want to take care of him for the rest of his life. We're leaving too.
We're going to Happydale.
Then this house has seen the last of the Brewsters.
Oh, not unless Mortimer wants to live here.
I have a suggestion to make. Why don't you turn this property over to the church?
What? You never thought of that?
After all, it should be part of the cemetery.
All right. Get going. I'm a busy woman.
Goodbye, aunties. I may not be able to better my score now, but neither can you. At least I have that satisfaction. The score stands even. 12 to 12.
Jonathan always was a mean boy. Never could stand anyone to get ahead of him.
I wish we could show him he wasn't so smart. Mrs. Witherspoon. Has your family lived with you at Happydale?
I have no family.
Well, could you consider everyone at Happydale your family?
I'm afraid you don't quite understand. As head of the institution, I have to keep quite aloof.
That must make it very lonely for you.
It does, but my duty is my duty.
Well, Martha, if Mrs. Witherspoon won't join us for breakfast, I think at least we should offer her some elderberry wine.
Elderberry wine?
We make it ourselves.
Why, yes. Of course, at Happydale, our relationship will be more formal. But here, you don't see much elderberry wine nowadays. I thought I'd had my last glass of it.
Oh, no.
No. Here it is.